Hello. Okay, so we've had rainy weather, lots of humidity. My hair's a disaster. But I didn't want to put off making this video any longer because it's important. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about energy healing and at the same time, also give a shout out to my good friend Jeff Mamora, who this past weekend, when I was in his neck of woods in Los Angeles, was gracious enough to give me one of his healing sessions, which was quite amazing. I'm an energy healer myself, but I have never had such a profound session like that. What I can tell you is if you are at all on the fence about energy healing, you have doubts, I would encourage you to go to someone who is a top-notch healer, someone such as Jeff. I was very impressed by not just the energy he was running, but how he was explaining each step in the process. I could feel how different energies were going through my body with each little anointment he did he has tools that he uses. He formulates a lot of his own stuff. He utilizes LifeWave patches to just move the energy through your body, clear it out, and then also do some things to get your cells to rebuild after he's cleared out your pathways. He explained to me, his process is very simple, and he can see if your nervous system is shot, he will go through and work through your meridians and vice versa. So if your meridians are screwed up, he can work through your nervous system to clear blockages that way. I can tell you I felt every single step of his process profoundly. And in fact, each step in the process, the energy was different. It had a different signature. It felt different. So he's the real deal. On top of it, when something a little odd happened where he had cleared my pathways, we had done some rebuilding and some grounding, and just I was good, but he then put a couple of patches on his hands, and I immediately felt a different energy. And I asked him, I said, "What'd you just do?" And he said, "Oh, I'm just doing a little self-care, and because I worked on you, now I'm clearing myself." I felt that. And he's like, "Well, of course, because our energies are entangled right now. And so whatever I'm feeling, you're going to pick up on as well." And when he cleared himself, I actually felt a little bit of fog lift, and I was a little bit more clear in my head. So it's very interesting because I know that this happens on an intellectual level and somewhat an experiential level. I've felt energies in rooms, people, places, things. But this was an immediate, quick response to an action he did. And I could feel the energy shift that quickly. And what was great was that he was educating me along the way as well. So I learned a lot about energy just having a session like that. And, I'm not a newbie to energy work. I've been studying it for a number of years now. But when you have somebody explaining a process along the way and you're feeling the shifts in the energy, that's something you can't learn from a textbook or a podcast or something like that, or an online course or anything like that. So, yeah, I would definitely encourage anyone interested in energy healing, give him a shot. The results he provides are immediate and they can be felt right away. He works with a lot of veterans. He does a lot of charity work, pain relief. A lot of people have chronic pain. He can get rid of that quickly. He also made a point to let me know that I can tap into this healing session at any point. So if, for example, I start getting out of alignment and some of my old little things that he cleared out come back, I can remember what the energy felt like when he did his work, and I can tap back into that. So that's something we can all do. If you've had energy sessions in the past with a healer, you can do that. So something you should note. So anyway, I just wanted to share that because I don't talk about energy work a lot, but it's becoming more mainstream. And so I think it's important people learn some energy healing skills for themselves, or at least get some energy healing done, because it's becoming more and more accepted now, and it can have an incredible impact on your health. So I encourage you all to research it a bit and keep an open mind and try it out a little. All right. Have a wonderful evening, and peace and blessings and gratitude to my friend Jeff Mamora. Bye-bye.